Hello, everybody. I am back with another tier maker video, and I intend on doing more. I know they are dead, but I just like doing them. And I'm trying to do something I know about because if I don't, then I'll sound like an idiot. So today I'll do JoJo main characters. I've read, I've read slash watched one of the two, part 1 through 6. My knowledge of part 1 through 2 is a little bit iffy because those being the earlier ones. I watched them a long while ago. It's been a good minute, so I might be a little bit iffy on how my opinions end up working out for them. Particularly part 1. Part 2 has some pretty memorable characters, but part 1 it might be a little bit guesstimation. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get started with it. Josuke Higashikata. Let's give him. So I probably have Josuke in my top. I'm on part 7 now. I don't really know too much about Johnny. I haven't really gotten to part 8 yet. But in the first 6, I'd have him above GIORNO and probably above Jonathan. I don't think I'd have him above anybody else as far as the part 1 through 6 Joestars. So with that being said, I mean that's not really like an indicator or anything particularly of how I feel about him. But I'd probably have to put him uh A. I may reevaluate this later, but probably A. I think this is Rohan Kishi B. Uh, I'm not the biggest fan of Rohan, but as far as like a character, I mean the guy is definitely different and unique, and he's a necessity in this cast. I don't know why this starts with part 4 characters. That's weird, but I'll have Rohan S. I mean I kind of have to. Okuyasu probably a C. When you think about like the complimentary like buddy to any given Joestar, you have. It's not really one in part 1 unless you count Holly, but I mean that's gonna count. Part 2, I mean you got Caesar. Part 3, you got. I guess I'd say Kakyoin, but Polnareff like lives longer, but I definitely think Kakyoin is a like Kakyoin is a compliment to Jotaro, so he has to be the bro. What do they call it? Bro Star. Bro Star. He has to be the Bro Star here. Part 4 would be Okuyasu. Part 5 they'd be Bruno Bucciarati. And part 6 would have to be God, what's her name? The sticker chick, Cosmo, I believe it is. The kiss stand. So if you think about those 5 that have legit bro stuff or Bro Star, he'd be the bottom, definitively. So with that being said, I'll put him at C. His character art was kind of tragic, I guess, but like it kind of like the tragedy of it got washed away very quickly. So he's decent comedy relief, but Koichi, I'd probably have Koichi as S. I mean, you can put Koichi with any other character, and like there's chemistry there. He sees Jonah for like 10 minutes, and I mean they have a good relationship. Joseph Joestar, I'd have Joseph Joestar and S. Great character. Um, I don't think he's my favorite Joestar. I think he's a better character than Jotaro, but I think Jotaro is just an epic anime character. Uh, so with that being said, I mean Jotaro faced the franchise. What 3 of the 6 parts in the original universe? I guess technically he was in 4, but I mean one of them was like one episode. So I mean, with that being said, I mean Jotaro should have faced the franchise. You gotta have Jotaro high. Uh, is this Dio? Is this Dio Brando? No, this could be Dio Brando. I can't really tell with this picture, but if that's Dio Brando, as in part 1 Dio, or just encapsulating all of Dio, I'd have Dio above Jotaro. If Jotaro's like the face of the franchise, then Dio is like the franchise. And with that being said, I have to drop Rohan, not Rohan, but Koichi to A. I think Koichi's probably a core character in Josuke Higashikata. Can I please? Okay. Dio, I don't need to describe Dio. It's Dio. I mean, come on. Kakyoin, we'll put Kakyoin in a B and maybe reevaluate it later. The thing is, you have a whole period where Kakyoin isn't there, and you really don't lose a beat in the show. You had that one moment like there's a Kakyoin clone against I forgot who stage that was, but the guy who fights Jotaro. I mean that's a moment. But I mean Kakyoin's biggest necessity is helping shape Jotaro and revealing the power of Zawardo. That's it. Heavy Weather. I don't. Heavy Weather got a lot of showtime that like I kind of didn't think that he needed. Like I mean I understand how important his power was and he's related to the main villain of Part Six, but like I don't think he was interested. Is that's Polnareff? That's not that's that's not Heavy Weather. That's Polnareff. My bad. I'm slipping up. Okay, Polnareff. I'm giving Polnareff. I'm giving Polnareff higher than Josuke, definitely. Yeah, Polnareff is a pretty cool character. He goes with a lot of tragedy. It's matter of fact, I put Polnareff. That's what we're gonna do. Polnareff, man, Polnareff's timeline is it's hard. The turtle, he didn't deserve to get the turtle ending. That's pretty messed up. By the way, there's gonna be spoilers here. I mean, I hope you didn't watch a JoJo main character tier list without making some kind of stupid spoilers. Like what? I couldn't just give you objective description of these characters without describing some spoilers. But yeah, I mean his sister, pretty much everything has with Abdul and Iggy against Cool Ice. The Diavolo storyline, Jotaro not hitting him up to help him. I mean, Jotaro would have died if he fought against Diavolo, but he would have had at least a better chance. Iggy, I didn't like Iggy initially. I hated him, matter of fact, but Iggy was really likable towards the end. Gave him a great send off. His fight against Pet Shop, Animal Shop it wasn't a tearjerker, but it was pretty close. Abdul deserves to be higher just because Abdul sets off a lot of things. He helps Joseph, which ends up helping Jotaro and ends up helping the entire world. No pun intended. But you just don't get enough Abdul moments. I feel like even Abdul's death, it came and went so fast. I didn't even think it was like he actually died that time. I just assumed that he was gonna make like some kind of last second help to help. But I don't know that sending's kind of tough. I like Abdul probably better than like. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I like Abdul quite a bit, but he just didn't get enough screen time for me. Um, is this Whole Horse? Hold up, that has to be Whole Horse. I don't know who else it could be. I don't know who else that could be other than the Whole Horse. And if that's Whole Horse, I mean, kind of, he was a main character in part three. I don't know who else that could be. I'm gonna come back to it. Lisa, she's pretty hot. Her theme with Joseph was pretty interesting. Because of that alone, I'd probably inclined to put her in A. Um, I don't know. I mean, she's just cool. I don't really know. I I don't want to just have too many people in A, so I'd probably put her in high B. Uh, I'd put Iggy above her if it would have let me. If it would let me, I'd put Iggy above her. I may have her above Abdul just because she had more screen time and more moments because of it. Uh, this is this is this is Wamu, isn't it? I forget. One of them is Wamu. Isn't the last one? I think Cars is the last one. Am I correct? Yeah, Cars. So this is Cars, right? Ultimate being Cars. Oh my fucking goodness. Yeah, this is Cars. Uh, I mean Cars is I don't know. Like Cars, like Wamu and ACDC have like definable like characteristics that make them like unique villains. Wamu is just a slick son of a gun, and that's it. I mean, I don't know. He's kind of cool, I guess. But like I could put him in D, and I think twice about it. Like I really don't, think he's like if you compare him to these are the guys that follow them in order: Dio, Yoshikage Kira, Diavolo, and even Poochy. I mean, he just doesn't stack up. Speedwagon Chan, not Chan, San. You could put Speedwagon right here above Polnareff. Speedwagon just holds it down. Baron Zappelli, you could put Baron Zappelli right here. Um, I can't drop Polnareff down, but I gotta have some more S characters ranked. That's definitely Dio Brando, by the way. I can see it in the eyes now. That's Dio Brando. Jonathan Joestar. It's tough, because you gotta have at least one JoJo that's not up there. I can't have him as a B, man. I just can't. I can't put Jonathan Joestar in the same tier as Abdul. So either I redefine these tiers or I have him at A. Yeah, I'll just have him as the highest A. Jonathan Joestar should be higher, but it's just that we don't get enough Jonathan. That's literally all it is. I mean, he's not unique either, and from what I can gather, he's basically honorable, clean Kinshiro. But like all the same, I just can't have many higher than that. Bruno Bucciarati, I'd put Bruno here. Matter of fact, I'd put Bruno here. I'm not gonna go above Joseph Joestar. Bruno is basically the main character in Part 5 for all intents and purposes. It's his story. Giorno just lives in it. Um, I mean, that's just how you look at that. So, with that being said, him having some of the coolest fight scenes, or at least being part of some of the coolest fight scenes, period. If you've seen him against Seko, him against on the train, I'm trying to remember the stand name. I can't remember right now, but him against the two dudes on the stand, dude with the fish hook, other guy with God, it's in my. It's green. It's not Green Day because they just got past Green Day. But yeah, the two guys on the train. I mean, even the introductory fighting is Giorno is pretty cool too. So yeah, that's where I'm putting my boy Bruno Bucciarati at. This is Foo. No, that's not Foo Fighters. Who is this? That's Poochy. That's Foo Fighters. That's Heavy Weather. That's Emporio. That's I want to say Cosmo, but I can't really guess. Um, is that Jolene? Is that like a recoloring of Jolene? I don't recognize that coloring of Jolene. That's weird. I guess. I mean, there's no else that could be. I'm gonna guess that's Jolene. Um, that's a really weird coloring of Jolene. Jolene. Okay, so that's Jolene. I like Jolene more than most people like Jolene. I don't think she's like higher than Jotaro, Joseph. Um, I don't know, man. Is she better than Jonathan? Probably, but like maybe she isn't. The thing is, Jonathan doesn't have like diversity in his character. He's just a good ass dude. But being he's such a good ass dude, it's hard to like dislike Jonathan. I'm I like Jolene. I don't like Jolene Stan. Jolene Stan is until you get to the fight against Poochy, her stand may be the even then her stand might be the least likable of any Joestar. It's so basic. There's no. It's just basic. I don't know. You matter of fact, if you think about even Hermit Purple, no matter. I wouldn't go that far. It's but compared to Part 3, Part 4, and Part 5, she has the least likable stand out of any Joestar. But she herself is definitely better than Giorno, and being a female Jotaro, which she essentially is, she adds something different than Jotaro himself. So with that all being factored in, I'm assuming this is Jolene. I can't recognize the coloring of Jolene's, hair, but I'm assuming this is Jolene. I'm gonna put her above Jonathan. I'm gonna put her right here. Poochy. Poochy is like a cool villain per se. He doesn't have many discernible features other than like he's just aggressive. He has a goal. He wants to get to the goal. He has a lot of qualities, a few qualities he shares with Dio. He wouldn't really be an interesting villain if it wasn't for Dio. Like if he was on his own feet, like Diavolo, he'd probably be a flop as a villain. Like I don't think he could hold up without the Dio storyline carrying him. But he has some cool moments. He has arguably the coolest stand of any villain, but again, he's like the last Joestar villain in the main universe. So I don't know. I'd put Poochy here just because his stand, like Made in Heaven, and even Green White Snake and Sea Moon. I mean, they're just cool stands. Like some of the coolest, like Part 6 are some of the best stands you'll see, and he's the main villain of that, so that's probably why. Foo Fighters. I'm not even. I'm not even. I'm not going back and forth with y'all on that one. That's where. That's where she's going. Heavy Weather. I kind of broke them down already a little bit earlier ago. I'd probably have Heavy Weather like right here. That's how I'm thinking right now. Emporio. Kind of cool kid. I mean, not really special per se. I'd probably have him right here. Uh, no, I gotta find out what's her name. I can't remember. I can't remember what her name is. When I see it, it's gonna get me. E E E. Oh my God, what's her name? 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 Oh my God, what's her name? Hermes Costello. That is what it is. Hermes Costello, the kiss stand. Ernest is a kind of cool, kind of like she's like if you had something like Jotaro had like a dude version of Hermes that like just are like always spurred on his worst intentions, like just being a brash, reckless dude. That's what Costello would be. Costello's pretty cool, but she's not like special per se. But she's cool, You can appreciate Costello. So I'd put her like the B tier, probably. That's where I'd do. The romantic love interest of Jolene Cujo, Narcissa Anasui. His Jotaro moments are cool. I'm trying to like he's introduced as being a hard ass that like couldn't get with anybody. Like the first time he sees Jolene, he's just like, man, I fucking love Jolene, and it's like I don't know. I mean, his character is really just an extension of Jolene, or really just like Jolene carries him. It's not really special for any other reason. This last moment with to figure out how to stop Poochy was pretty cool. I mean, it worked, but like Jotaro threw the bag away. I'd probably have him as like right here. Uh, that's how I'm feeling right now. Uh, I could redo some of these tiers a little bit, but I'm gonna rock with it. Part 7. I'm not done with part 7, like I said. I'm kind of just getting into it, really. Um, that should be Gyro Zappelli. This should be Johnny Joestar. And this should be Funny Valentine. You know what? I'm gonna put Funny Valentine. Funny Valentine's stance seems pretty crazy, so I'm gonna put him just off of that, probably like right here. From what I hear about him as a villain, he's actually should be probably higher, but I just haven't like gotten him yet in part 7. I seen him in Eyes Over Heaven, and his ability against Dio was pretty cool. Gyro Zappelli seems like he's pretty cool. I'll probably put him like right here, just based off of what I've seen so far. Johnny Joestar seems crippled, so I'm gonna put him like right here. I don't know. I don't. Matter of fact, I'm gonna. This is what I want to do for a while. I'm gonna put Okuyasu down here. I'm gonna put Heavy Weather down here, and just because I don't really know anything about Johnny Joestar, I'm gonna put him right here, and I'm gonna do this. That feels little bit better to me. I'm gonna put him. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put him above everybody else except for Costello. There we go. That feels good. Um. Okay, so Mister. I'm not really a big Mister fan. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Mister has some cool moments, but it's because he gets used constantly. I don't think Mister is that great. I don't remember Honest Way like that, but I'm not putting him any higher than Khaki or Win. Um, I just can't. Diego Brando. The this isn't a dinosaur one, is it? Or is that the other Diego Brando? I haven't gotten to Diego Brando's stand yet, which is Zawardo, but I haven't gotten to his Zawardo yet. I haven't gotten to most of Part 7. So because of that, he is a Dio. So I'm gonna put him here because he is a Dio. Uh, who in God's name is this? Is that Trish? No, that's Trish. Who is this? who, who is this? I'm being dead ass. Who is this right now? I don't know who that is. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like if they could tell me who that person is, that'd be cool. Um, let me see the community rank. They'd probably tell me who that is. I'm sorry for how long this video is. I want to get a lot of insight into my knowledge about this. This is the worst person. So this has to be somebody that's very insignificant. I would imagine. People have funny Valentine to see. That's crazy. People have Joseph Joestar as the best character too. Jotaro below Brutality. Joe, all right. See, we start saying things like Josuke Higashikata above Dio, above Bruno, above Jotaro, and then Giorno at S, and then Mister at S. That's not a problem. There's too many Part 5 fanboys, man. Part 5 is not that good, man. I'm sorry. God damn, I can't remember his name now. What the fuck? Aerosmith user. I can't remember his name. Narancia. Narancia. There we go. I'm gonna put Narancia as A. Narancia has some pretty tough moments, man. Diavolo. Diavolo is like a fleshed out villain. I mean, his motivations are probably relatable to a villain, but not to us. Um, mm, but King Crimson, Emperor Crimson is just very interesting as a stand. I'd probably put him as like this right here. You could probably talk about it, maybe put him a little lower, maybe a little bit higher. Trish Una. I'm gonna put her here. I don't wanna be is really cool, and Eyes Over Heaven, Stand and Cry, that is. I don't really like. I mean, Trish Una's just there. Um, fuck, I can't remember anybody's fucking name. Uh, I don't know why I forgot everybody's name. Uh, Abaccio, Leone Abaccio, yeah, Leone Abaccio. Uh, Abaccio works as a sieve to Giorno, which I mean that's a nice character relationship. I could put Abaccio here. I mean, I gotta break bread on these Part 5 type of guys. I don't know, man. I see. I'm looking at Mister. I know people love Mister. I know Mister is like consensus A rank to S rank amongst the community, and I just can't understand why. Fugo. I think Fugo is more likable than Abaccio. He just kind of went out sad because the whole I want to be a traitor. He got rolled out because Rocky is an asshole. Is why he got rolled out. Fugo should be in the top 3 at least. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put him at least, give him some respect, put him at least a D because he deserves better than what he got. He deserves a lot better than what he got. Okay, so where are we at? Giorno Giovanna. I'm gonna upset people regardless because he's not going to S rank. He's not even going above Funny Valentine. He's going. Yeah, the 7-page Muda is in my head right now, and I can't get it out of my head because that's one of the cooler moments. He's like he doesn't have any of the like he has some of the good Dio, but like it's mainly drowned out by Jonathan Joestar and the traits he got from here. I gotta put him above most of this beats here, but I don't know if I can put him above Narantia even. Like, is he even above Diego Brando? I only seen like 3 scenes of Diego Brando. Yoshikage Kira, Yoshikage Kira is without the cool moments, but just being a character, he's the best villain in JoJo. Dio has the Danny scene. He has beaten the Thunder Cross Spear. He has getting knocked the hell out by Jonathan. He has the world. He has the world. He has the world. And he has several versions of the world. But Yoshikage Kira is just a better character. Is what that is. If this is Whole Horse, which I believe it might be, I'm gonna put Whole Horse right here. I'm gonna drop Diego Brando to right here. I don't know who this is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I could probably look through every character list and not figure out who this is. It could be Holly. But I'm just gonna put her right here above Cars, just to, really put in the message that Car is the worst villain. And that'll be all today. Those are my JoJo characters. Hope you liked it. Have a good day. Go watch more JoJo, and hopefully I catch up to part 7 so I can properly re-rank Funny Valentine. Have a good day.